Cool. Because I can do this and chat at the same time. Ain't no thing on that. I got to bed a few hours earlier than usual from what the pattern has been the last week. I think that should be good for the moment.
Bet that person's just trying to sell me something.
Don't have the shared chat active yet, so I can't see it.
Oh, no, it's not a person in the live chat. Last night I got a follow from someone named with a handle Leader Gaming.
Sometimes.
And then they DM'd me.
That'll do it. That'll make you
instead of posting in the live chat.
Yeah, that'll make you suspicious.
And I didn't see the notification for the DM until just now when I was looking to see if you had already sent the chatty thing.
I just sent it, so
yeah. Oh man, I made a mistake yesterday.
In what sense?
As a reward for my son mostly behaving during the longer than normal, first visits with doctors are usually twice as long as, So during his, he only had like 3 very minor outbursts while we were in the psychiatrist's office yesterday.
That's a plus.
I told him if he would like full on behave himself, he would get to pick where and what we were going to have for dinner.
Okay. That seems like a fair trade.
And because he's really big on like choosing things for himself.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, the first little outburst was like over him wearing his glasses. He was during a period where I was doing this questionnaire with the physician. He was on his tablet and he was like, "Hey, this chair's hurting my butt. Can I sit on the floor?" And we were both like, "Yes, that's fine." And then he was laying down on the floor and he took his glasses off because the arm was pressing into the side of his head, and that he's not gotten used to that, so that's still painful for him.
I completely understand.
And I was like, "Dude, you're not allowed to take your glasses off. You can't watch tablet without your glasses. You need to put them back on or the tablet comes away." That was like a 5-minute little argument there that the doctor was like, "Honestly, I can't give you any pointers on how you could have handled that better." But then later Ross was trying to get out of the office to go running in the hallway. Like, he knows he's not supposed to run inside of buildings. But he wanted to, but that building has a really long, straight hallway. And he just
the natural
resist.
urge of needing to run straight down a long, straight path.
Yeah. And the doc's like trying to hold the door shut with 4 fingers against the full strength and weight of this 45-pound kindergartner. And struggling, and he's like looking at me like, "Dude, do something." And I was like, I'd love to haul him back over here and put him in the seat, but I have this ureter stent in place right now, and I'm not allowed to push, pull, or lift anything that weighs more than 10 pounds. And as we established at the beginning of this visit when we took his vitals, he weighs 45. And the doc was like, So the psychiatrist was like, "Well, then permission to put hands on your child." And I was like, "Absolutely."
You can put him in the seat.
and then he was like, "So how would you normally handle that?" And I was like, "Well, after the multiple times of me telling him that he needs to come back over here and sit down, I would have forcibly removed him from the door, like you just did. But I am physically incapable of doing that right now without significantly injuring myself and then pissing blood for a couple of days."
Yeah. Which is a
Um,
more than understandable reasoning.
yeah, like, I don't know if you've ever pissed blood, but it feels like you're expelling shards of molten glass.
Yeah, it can't be fun.
And then we did then when the attending came in, because all of this was with the resident.
Yeah.
When the attending came in, we did the boy was trying to escape again, and then he was like, well, no, if I can't get out of the room, then I'm just going to like spin in circles in place really fast and not listen to anybody. And the attending's like, hey, I need to ask you 2 questions and then you can do these things.
Understandable.
And he was like, okay, fine. The 2 questions were surprisingly like deep for what I was expecting someone to ask a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
And
I am in,
the
by the way, if you want to continue conversation.
yeah,
Well,
my capture isn't there. It goes.
let's
My
say, yeah, you're
capture
not
wasn't
capturing.
working. Starting screen because my capture wasn't working, but there it is. It's working now. It's just delayed for some reason.
It's only as delayed as
So
you are.
so anyway, the first question was what was it? Oh, she says if you have 3 wishes and you can wish for anything at all except for more wishes, what would you wish for? And he said I would wish for there to always be a rainbow in the sky,
Okay.
and I wish that unicorns were real.
Okay. And that's a pretty
And then
good set.
and then she goes, okay, and what's your third wish? And he says, without even thinking, he goes, for 1,000,000 rainbows and unicorns.
Hell yeah, buddy.
And she goes, let me guess, your entire bedroom is just covered in rainbows and unicorns. And he goes, no, my bedroom looks like dirt.
Oh no.
And she's like, can you explain? And he goes, because I like to dig in the dirt outside, my bedroom looks like the dirt outside. And she goes, that's curious. And I was like, he's not really representing that correctly. And she's like, well, would you care to elaborate? And I was like, I'd love to. So before he was even born, we decided that we were going to try to have him like try to do things to instill an appreciation for nature.
Mm-hmm.
And we started by like we found this like it's a ceramic tile with a print like that has a pattern printed onto it, and it looks like dirt and rocks.
Nice.
And so we tiled his entire bedroom with that, and then the first third of his wall going up from that is green, and then the rest of the wall is sky blue. The ceiling is a very light gray, like an overcast, but not like a overcast day.
Mm-hmm.
And then he has this shelf on the wall that's a bunch of interlocking squares. That's a shelf that I made in middle school that my wife repainted to look like a storm cloud. And so it's mostly white, but like super dark gray on the bottom.
Fair. Did you look above?
Yeah, I grabbed the clay that was up there.
No, did you look above?
Above.
The deer are back. The clay is back. That's where I got that pile of clay I just gave you, is from up here up top. He's gone.
Yeah.
Which means my deer spawn is back, and I'm so happy. Some right here. I think. Nope, that's just a leaf pile.
Okay. Boom.
I haven't seen our stag in a couple weeks, but I saw the deer, so he should be back.
Okay.
So who all left? Their stuff let their
Um,
stuff lapse. I gotta go look.
okay, why won't
It was Mandemic and
where?
who?
Mandemic and Hippie.
Hippie. They just did they leave the clan or did they just let their plots lapse?
I think that they just went on to play different games.
Holy shit. Yeah, our entire like this area is gone. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I like this spot. But it also has made the area performance improve drastically.
Yeah.
My lake isn't lagging anymore, guys. Kind of impressed by that, to be fair. Just
All
goes
right,
to
let's
show
see
how
if
much assets they had built up there. If it's not
yeah.
fucking dragging my fucking FPS down anymore. This game loves taking my FPS away. It's its favorite fucking pastime.
Oh, they significantly improved the plot placement
Oh, did they?
interface. Well, the last part of it, where the confirmation,
Yeah.
where allowing you to specify the plot name instead of having to go back into the menu and rename the plot,
Oh, that's actually
and
really
then
nice.
asking you when you place the plot, not when you. So it was before when they implemented the grace plot, you would click that you wanted to make a new plot, and then it would immediately ask you, do you want to use a token or grace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now it goes straight into the plot placing camera.
Mm-hmm.
Then once you've placed the plot, it says, once you've placed the plot, it pops up a menu, a screen with the ability to name the plot, and then you choose whether you want to use a token or grace. And it specifies that a token is set to auto renew by default.
Oh, cool. So it informs you of that now.
Yeah. So I'm claiming the hillside here.
Hell yeah.
And hopefully, because it's connected to the lower plot, it should be far enough in. It should be far enough away from the deer spawn to not interfere with the deer spawn.
Here's hoping.
It definitely won't interfere with the buck.
Well, I haven't seen the
Because
buck in a couple fucking streams now.
okay, does that pull up from here too? Oh, sweet! That extended both of. I placed that in just the right spot to extend both of my plots. Awesome. Now I can fix the corner over here.
Yay! It all works out in the end. Lose a
Ooh.
fucking neighbor who decided to encroach on clan territory. And in return, get the whole corner to yourself. Your deer. I don't see deer. There's deer. There was deer. Now his corpse. This is the exact opposite of last week where I couldn't find a deer to save my goddamn life.
Oh, tiles. Tiles. Let's go see if I've got the tiles.
From what you told me last time, those tiles are expensive.
They are.
So something tells me probably not. I'm still collecting
I
clay
mean,
for you, though.
let's see. Oh, I only made bricks.
Fucking fly agaric. That out of my inventory. Fly agaric takes up space for no reason. Those are poisonous.
Uh, oh wait, no, I don't need those.
I
I have
didn't
plenty
think
of
you
those.
did.
No,
There's
there
so
is
many
a
spawns around here. I wouldn't think you would need them, is what I was trying to say.
yeah. It's the uh Aminata regalius is what I need and can never find.
Fly agaric's poisonous, so I can't make any use of it right now. My skinning went up to 14, though.
Sweet.
Soon I'll be able to use the wrought iron. Where's that other boar? Where'd you go? There you are.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Let's
The
put the metal.
ever-changing landscape of the valley, built areas makes me have to fucking second guess where I am a lot.
Yeah,
All my
and
landmarks are
it's
gone.
it's hard to it's hard to navigate by unstable landmarks.
Especially for someone who forgets to open the map, but maybe 4 times a stream. This is where the fucking Veil Stalker usually is. The one Veil Stalker in our fucking valley. Hello, boar.
Okay, I need.
What are your goals for the day?
I don't have any, honestly. I'm still procrastinating.
On?
Starting the pilgrimage
Fair.
because I don't want to do it while I'm uncomfortable.
No, I don't blame you. That's not procrastinating. That is setting a better date.
Eh. Low. There we go. Okay. What's that one? Beams and bricks. That's what I need. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do. 25, 15, 10, 15. Let's do that one. And then nope. Dagnabbit.
There we go. Clearing the Valley of Boar for a little while. Have you been watching this conversation going on?
No, no. Is it in the game in-game
It's
chat?
the in-game chat, not the clan chat. It's just them joking back and forth. Bro's like, oh, so helicopters aren't coming to the game? I guess I'm fucking out.
Okay.
This one.
Why did I do that? Why did I, I'm not done.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not sure about anything, dude. Yeah, no, I need to work on something practical. I need to get my mining up so I can get granite.
I'm bringing you more clay.
I'm gonna... Oh, my clay box is set to clan. It's dangerous.
One of them went upstairs. I only know because it didn't appear in front of me, and I clicked it in front of me. So it very clearly was. If you would rather, instead of me using your mailbox, I use this tiny chest down here that I put out forever ago for things that are for you. The one in the corner by the stairs. I can use that for like our direct delivery service if you'd prefer instead of the outside public one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, that way it's a little less vulnerable for anyone who might want to come peruse. I think I'm going to venture into a new skill today.
Oh, shut up, intrusive thoughts.
What you got?
Oh, nothing really. Just my brain, like, trying to tell me that that this was the perfect opportunity to insult you, but
You can
not
do so.
providing me with an insult.
So you're more than welcome to try. It's just how well it lands that's the problem. Because you have to find something that's not going to just make me laugh and go, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Well, it's like the oh, okay. So Stormy moved back and took one of the plots that was hippies.
I'm going to do butchering next, but I think now is the time for me to start learning how to make leather. some of the things that I can craft later for XP require the leather. So I'm gonna have to learn how to use the tanning rack. Which is on the first floor, right? Spinning wheel loom. Let's see a leatherwork. There it is. Simple leatherworking table.
Right, and the tanning rack is, I think it's up the hill a little bit by the well.
I see it. Yep, it is. I knew I saw one. I just couldn't remember where the fuck it was. I was wandering a little bit. It's like, I know it's here. I've seen it 1,000 times, but my brain ain't telling me. The cooking spit is open again if you want it, by the way, in case you needed it for anything.
Really, but thanks for letting me know.
Because I just cleared out all the roasts I left from last week. So when are you going to add channel point rewards for me to spend these points on?
Thought I had them.
Nothing that I want to spend points on.
Oh, let me. What have I got?
You have the basic ones. You have highlight message, random emote, send a message in sub-only mode, choose an emote to unlock, and modify a single emote. That's what you have.
I don't know. I haven't really put a lot of thought into.
I have so many channel points with which to spend upon your shit. I have almost 13k already, and I received them 50 at a time. So
I'm in the process of setting up. I'm in the process of possibly completely wasting my time by setting up Patreon and equivalent services.
I have both Patreon and Ko-fi. You're not gonna get anywhere for a good long time.
and I was like, my thoughts were like twofold. Like if you notice the like one of the things on my channel is like if I ever actually make like partner or affiliate that I'm going to be giving like most of the money away. Because like I need some income, but that's just so that my wife leaves me alone about not having a job.
Yeah.
Mind you, it's rare that she actually does bother me about my unemployment status because she understands that it is beneficial to our son to have a parent that is available at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
Not someone who has to respond to a phone call from the school with I don't know if I can show up right now without losing my job.
Yeah. It is a better trait to just have someone who can just show up when needed. End of story.
Right.
Especially with his situation.
And I can't tell you the number of jobs my mom has lost because she had to come pull my brother out of school for the day because his behavior was unacceptable.
Yeah.
And shit like that shouldn't happen.
No.
But it's the reason that like women still earn less than men almost universally across the board in the workforce.
Yeah, it's a load of shit.
And
I know you
it's
agree.
because,
it's a load of shit.
Oh, it is absolutely a load of shit. Like if it's, stereotypically women tend to be the primary parent, and if they are going to run the risk of losing their job by doing their familial duty, they should get paid more for that inconvenience.
I completely agree.
Or, we could just enact some basic common sense employment protections like they have in most European countries that say things like you can't fire someone for choosing family over the job.
That requires people to understand that socialism's not a bad thing.
That's not even socialism.
It's a socialist construct. I wholly believe that anything that is worker forward is based in socialism, and that's not a bad statement, in my opinion. I say anything that puts the person over the fucking CEO is at this point under a socialist umbrella.
Well, oh, wait. If I did things correctly, it's over here in the chest by the stairs. It's not. Great.
What are you looking
I,
for?
my pickaxe.
Oh, I have no
That I,
clue.
yeah, no, I mean, I
I
haven't
can
touched it
I can
in.
give you my iron one if you want. Still got like 80% durability plus 100% lifetime, or well, 60% plus 100% lifetime.
Well, I can always just go to clan storage and get another one.
I
Oh,
know,
we got
but
to do.
I'm right the fuck here, dude. So
I think we got to do new mailboxes too.
yeah, that
There was
building
a
would be gone, wouldn't it?
no, that was Lord Scar.
Mm-hmm.
But he said that because of the huge influx in new members,
Mm-hmm.
that he was relocating the where the mailboxes were,
Fair.
and that he placed a chest in that in the new post office to for everybody to pick up 2 chests and place them in the new post office.
Well, then I'm gonna need to know even where the new post office is, because I do not.
All I know is it's adjacent to the church. I just don't know what side. I mean, I could go into the Discord and look, but that requires effort.
Fair.
Dear God, I didn't realize how much space Mandemic's property took up.
Yes. All right, my tallow is starting to stack back up. Hell yeah.
Uh, oh, whoa!
Oh, what you
That
know?
no, this is like really opened up. There, I think he moved the church, or at least the support buildings for the church.
I am on my way
Um,
to come find out what the fuck you're talking about.
uh, he got rid of at least one of he got rid of or relocated at least one of his plots.
Mm.
The there is a plot right here named Lord Scar's mailbox where part of the big wall of the church structure used to be.
Mm-hmm.
That is currently set to shared with clan. This used to be all wall right here.
I remember. I
Um,
remember.
so let's see. Did he
This looks like
change?
something.
Did he change what was already here?
This looks like where they're supposed to go.
Lord Scar
John Jaws,
in.
John Jaws. Kirax, Rancid, Crabtree, Super Hawk. This looks like it. Stormy Pains. This looks like the mail house.
All right. Well, it was here.
I remember you walking me to the old one.
So
It looks like it, but I don't know for sure, and I don't want to put anything down without consent. So,
no, that's definitely it. I mean, the plot is named Mailbox.
there.
And he's done some significant remodeling.
Then I am going to take 2 and set up in this exact corner plot. Ah, shit, I need to go get my hammer. I never carry it anymore.
I carry it so that I can switch to it to see. I like to see what people named their plots.
Oh, I am not invested enough in anybody else's business. I do not care enough.
And in addition to this ground floor area,
Yeah.
he said that there's also an upstairs area for
Upstairs?
people who want to be antisocial.
I mean, I'm still gonna put. In order for me to remember where it is, I'm literally gonna take that far right corner slot next to the chest I took my fucking chest from, because I'll remember where that is. chest. Which tool chest is it in? It's in this one. But what does it look like? I don't even remember what this fucking thing looks like anymore. There it is. I found it. I haven't built anything as far as actual property goes for so long, I forgot what the construction hammer looked like.
Dang it.
What'd you do?
Well, given the current new layout, Abilene is where I would want my chests to be because I'm lazy and I would want to just be able to go right into the door and then boom, I'm at my chest. So so opposite the door,
So
but like
you operate on
on
a
either side of that
slightly
corridor.
different metric than I do, because my metric requires me to take extra steps so I remember where the thing is. That's why I
But
pick
see,
specific spots,
I
because
would
otherwise
remember
I'll
where it
forget.
is because it's literally it's like walk in and it's either right here
I would
or it's right here.
Yes, but there are four equally reasonable answers to that question. With this one, I know it's far left back.
I'm going I'm gonna go right here in this corner. If it'll let me.
All right, now I got to remember how to do the thing.
Hammer, right click,
Buildings,
decoration, buildings,
storage.
decorations, storage. Yeah.
Where? There
Oh,
it
it's
is.
under Founders
Yeah,
Pack.
no, it's all the
Actually,
way down. Oh, can I not put it
will it
in these
let
first
me?
two? I can't. It's
Nope.
not available.
I can't. I can't either. The space is too tight.
It's not the tightness of it. The plot ends before these last two. Oh, this is so very precise.
Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about this particular setup. But
Come on. If it fits for them, it can fit for me.
yeah, it's just that we're dealing with a tolerance of like a millimeter.
I got the first one,
Um,
and it's the top one that's giving me trouble.
I need to switch my mouse to high precision mode. Okay.
You son of bitch.
Okay, I think that's as precise as it gets. Nope, that's chunky. This is the one thing I don't like about this mouse.
So I can't pick this chest back up now. It's in place regardless of what I do now. And I can't place the one on top of it. There is no acceptable position.
Scar is over here.
I have no way to get this in here. It just doesn't agree. I was able to get the bottom one in, but that's it.
Yeah, I can't get the top one in.
Yeah, that's my problem.
He's over here like breaking shit. Oh, wait.
Oh? Who? What? When? Where? Why?
Hold on. He made some changes to the wall over here, and I was able to get the chest to not be red for a second there.
He came to examine what I'm doing, but I don't know. Without conversation, I don't know what's happening.
I get in the hole? No, I can't get in the hole.
I tried to. He's exuberant. That or he has his caps lock on. So the mystery to me is I can't even destroy the chest I put down.
Middle click.
I tried that several times with the yellow dot on the chest, and it just went tink.
Really? I was able to. I don't see a border for the zone, and the zone's set to clan.
I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. It goes tink. There it goes. Now it goes.
There we go. It's not perfect, but that's the only spot it would let me go.
I don't know, buddy. I'm trying. All red. Everywhere I can see.
I'm gonna put my hammer away so I don't accidentally break something.
I was able to
Let's
free the
just...
other chest finally, but put it back in place and... Oh, oh, oh. I saw something for a split second. Where'd it go? Oh, oh. Come on, microsensitivity. Oh, there it is. It's a little crooked, but it's gonna have to do for now. That's where I can fit it. If you want me to fix it, I can try, but that's where it let me put it. Try that one. Eh. There we go.
Okay, I can't use that yet. Boom. There we go. Oops. Closed the door right through me. Okay, good. Oats. Nice. An outhouse. Can I sit on this ledge and make it look like I'm using the outhouse? Close enough. All right, let's get the camera. Zoomed out. Oh, I can't get it far enough out.
Yay, I got my chest put down, and I'm hopefully going to be able to remember it.
There we go.
Are you okay?
Uh,
You just...
I,
Here, let me help you
I've
with
made.
that. You look like you needed some privacy.
I had the door open because I was trying to get the camera to zoom further out, but I couldn't get the camera to pass through the door. Let's see if I start with the camera outside. Nope. As soon as my body fully clears the threshold, the camera pops to inside the door. I did get a nice little screenshot of me sitting on the.
Well, there's your
Sitting on
thumbnail
the-
from now on for your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I should probably see what I can do with the leather tanning rack, shouldn't I, before I go grab something?
So the tanning rack is the most efficient way of turning hide into usable leather.
Mm-hmm. I figured.
But what you gain what you gain in material efficiency, you lose in experience. Because it's an auto crafter, so you don't get any experience for the work it does.
Fair.
So
Well,
if your goal,
it does help me build up some stuff to work with for the fucking bronze making and stuff. But what were you gonna say? I was more just thinking to myself.
so if your goal is just like levels as fast as possible, then early on it's better to just make the leather yourself because that gives you experience.
Is that the leather working table?
Yeah, but you can only do that for like the first and second types of leather, if I'm not mistaken. Like,
Well, good for me. I'm on tier 1.
I think it's nubuck and suede. But it's like it goes from I think it's 5 to 1, and then in the at the skinning table it's 5 to 5.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm gonna make the trek out to the wilds.
Have fun. Don't fall in.
Hopefully not die to the undead while I'm trying to get to the to where the limestone is.
Now that you've specified it's going to be a bear.
Yeah, I'll be cool with that. I much rather die to things that are alive than things that are undead.
Fair.
Let's go ahead and pacify that bear.
Immediately ran into a bear.
Well, the black bear that's over here
I
by
know,
the
right on the other
crossroad.
side of it, yeah.
I tell you, there's one thing that happened 4 times during early access that if it happens again, I guarantee you will cause a nearly 100% mass exodus from this game.
Oh.
If they change the maps again. Because changing the maps requires wiping all plots.
Boy, yeah, that would piss everybody off at this point.
Which that's why they created the redemption queue, so that when they wipe plots, you still have everything you had in order to build with. But it's a matter
wipe that
of
big would fucking destroy the queue, though.
Right. It's a matter of so they've done it before. Like again, they've done it 4 times during early access.
Yeah, but that's early access. Don't do that after it's 1.0.
Right. The first time they didn't have the redemption queue. They were just like, look, it's super easy to get stuff right now. Um, that was when the game was literally just stabbing stuff and building stuff, and there were no levels of any kind. You
Yeah.
could literally, like, right from the get-go, you could just
Craft
equip
whatever you
whatever
had.
weapon. Yeah, you craft whatever you had. You could immediately, you could pick up a stick, pick up a rock, make a pickaxe, make your first pickaxe, go mine some bronze, go mine the materials for bronze, smelt the bronze ingots, make the bronze pickaxe, mine the iron, make the iron pickaxe, mine the wrought iron, make the wrought iron pickaxe, mine the steel, make the steel pickaxe, and be at end game in like in the couple of hours that it would take to smelt all that metal.
Yeah.
Um, Actually, my biggest complaint is when they implemented the item restrictions on gear, I had a whole bunch of stuff I couldn't wear.
Oh no.
I had freaking I had a like blue longbow,
Oh wow.
and I couldn't even equip a normal longbow.
Yeah, you're not there yet. Now you should be, but
I'm not.
Are you not?
No, I haven't even been. Well, I haven't even been working on archery. I'm carrying a bow with me right now, and I don't have a single arrow.
I mean, I've done that before, anyways, but that's typically when I'm doing crafting runs.
I mean, I can just pick up some tree branches and go boop, and then boop, and then. Can I still make wooden? Yeah, you still make wooden arrows without needing a crafting table.
Well, that's nice. It's very nice of them not to need a fletching table for the basic arrow. But also, you have someone who has an entire chest full of arrows if you ever want them.
Yeah, I know. I can always steal from the clown.
It's not stealing when it's on offer. I've almost gained 2 levels in leatherworking just making rawhide.
Mm-hmm.
About to start doing tailoring by accident because I got to make some needles. I have so many bone fragments, let me use them.
Yes.
Do not give me another solution.
Okay. I won't. Just wanted to point out that I have a fuck ton of needles, but they're both in private chests. Both stashes are in private chests.
But also,
right
I
now,
have
so.
an entire chest and a half of bone.
Yeah.
And I'm nowhere near making glue.
You're actually surprisingly close to making glue.
Sure, I'm closer than I think, but it don't feel like it right now. It's fine. I'm making leather. The rawest kind of leather right now, but leather.
Okay, so the pattern for glue made from hooves
I have plenty of those too.
Is a level 10, so it'll probably unlock at like 5.
Yeah.
And then for making glue out of bone is level 12. So it'll probably unlock 1 level later.
Well, I can make some stuff now. That's cool. I can make fur leather.
Oh, I remembered right after the end of our stream last week about there was that guy that was like, "Don't eat what you cook because cooking is completely broken right now. Just go get both types of grapes and apples."
I vaguely remember that.
And I was like, I just like right at the end of stream was like, I should have pointed out to that guy that that really depends on what bonuses you're trying to get out of... Oh, shit. Somber Visitant.
Run, motherfucker, run. That looked like it hurt.
It did. You gotta remember, I'm a clothy.
I know. That's why I said it looked like it hurt.
I got the wrong... What the heck? It broke aggro. I did not move at all. It immediately re-aggroed. Like, all I did was stand still, switch weapons. Because I had my pointy stick and shield equipped, not my Healy staff.
Well, why'd you go and do a thing like that?
I don't know. Alright, let's get close to where that guy was, and then we'll get my pacify spell ready to cast. And then there he is. Pacify his ace.
I'm gonna go grab some bone and make some needles, because I can make some stuff with that. So
Like, so anyway, yeah, if your goal for your buffing is raw hit points, he's right. Grapes and apples are the way to go. If the goal for your buffing is just straight up raw stamina, then yeah, grapes and apples are the way to go. But if your goal for your food buffs is recovery, you don't, not having a giant pool of stamina is useful, but having a giant pool of stamina that takes a long time to recover, not so much. So,
Yeah.
sometimes it's better to cook the food to get the stamina regen buff.
True.
Than it is to just get pure stamina. Okay, that's flax. I don't need flax. I was about to be like, I don't understand why they put low-level materials out here in the wilds, but then I realized that it's probably a preemptive measure for when the home valleys are so badly congested that you cannot find these low-level materials in the home valleys. It's like I could foresee a situation where flax becomes super rare
Yeah.
in the home valley because everyone has built on top of the flax spawns, and there's no legitimate place for the spawn to relocate to.
Alrighty, let's see here. I have already 130 needles.
Yeah.
That's so good. I'll make so many things with them for a little while. I do love that it gives, like, no XP, though. It's 10. It's 10 XP.
It used to be, here's the funny thing, is it used to be less efficient. For some reason, they decided to make it more efficient, even though bone is so insanely common that
It's the one that's justifiable. The efficiency doesn't matter. Yeah.
Right. So it used to be 1 needle per bone.
Okay, I mean, I'd be okay with that, honestly. I have several thousand bones.
Right.
But now it's 10. I'm about to cut it because I don't need any more than that right now. It's gonna flood my inventory.
I love this game. I really do, but I really want to be playing like Green Hell or Diablo 2 Resurrected right now. I don't know. I'm just in the mood for something a little more high stakes.
I very much am enjoying Green Hell with the group.
Plus, I also literally just picked up the Diablo 2 Resurrected Infernal Edition.
Yeah.
With the There was a second expansion for Diablo 2 that never got released until the remake.
Yeah.
It was and they renamed it and cut most of the story from that expansion and just made it an additional character to sell the remake.
Okay.
But I've been dicking around with the Warlock for a couple hours, and it's fun. And in my opinion, Diablo 2 is peak Diablo.
Fair.
I haven't touched 4, and I won't because I'm very gur-arg about I'm very gur-arg about the way that 3 ended. Also, Diablo 4 is basically just higher graphical demand Sacred. Have you ever played Sacred?
No, I'm not very much on the dungeon crawler scene.
Hmm.
You know what my first dungeon crawler experience was Fate.
Oh.
And it's the one I'm most endeared to because it's the one I played the most as a kid.
Okay.
So I actually bought the Fate Reawakened pack when it came out. So I own all 4 of those games.
Oh, that's cool.
There's a 5-hour stream that'll be uploaded in the next few months.
So Sacred was the most successful Diablo clone until Path of Exile.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically like it's not really a dungeon crawler like the original Diablo.
Yeah.
It's a top-down isometric perspective world exploration game. It's a completely open world, and
Sounds like a Diablo clone with extra steps.
And because it was so big, one of the very first things they did was like, we need a way for the player to move faster, so we're making it Diablo 2 with horses.
Fair enough.
And what was the big advertising point for Diablo 4? It's Diablo with horses. I didn't like a lot of the changes made between. So I was really apprehensive at first going from Diablo to Diablo 2 because I loved the fact that with Diablo, you could spend your stat points however you wanted and make any one of the characters into any possible build. You could start as a warrior and go full spellcaster if you wanted.
Fair. That's a pretty
It
reasonable
was
fucking handout.
Right. Original Diablo was full freeform character development. You chose what your character's starting strengths were, but development beyond that is entirely whatever you wanted it to be. You put your stats where you want it, you make whatever build you want. And there were no real benefits or penalties thereof, except that starting as someone other than the sorcerer meant that it was going to take you just a little bit longer to get to those very high-end spells.
Yeah.
Because your starting intellect was lower.
Okay.
But so going from that to Diablo 2, where they had set classes with set class progression, but multiple skill trees. So I should say set classes with set class abilities, but multiple skill trees that you could choose from for different builds and such. I was a little apprehensive because I was like, the thing I enjoyed the most about Diablo was the full freeform character development.
Yeah.
But Diablo 2 has had such a breadth of options available that I very quickly got over that and was like, this is in every way superior to the original Diablo.
Fair enough.
Then Diablo 3 comes out, and I'm like, where's my character development options? Where are my choices when I level up? There are none. They decided that since 80% of players on Battle.net went with the exact same build for each class, that they would just
a set path for each one.
That they decided that options were overrated. Diablo 3 had a great story, though, and I played it for the story. And then the expansion came out, and I bought the expansion, and I played it for the story, and then got pissed off because you spending all of this time. Every Diablo game ends with a sense of like this could be the last game in the franchise, and we have at least for the time being solved the problem of the world. Diablo 2's ending with the Lord of Destruction is a little less hopeful in that like you've literally destroyed the world stone, and so like the barriers that separate heaven and hell, the heavens and the hells from earth,
Mm-hmm.
are no longer exist, but the primevals are contained. So there's the barriers that limited the influence these threats had on the world are gone, but the threats are contained.
Yeah.
So there's still a sense of accomplishment. Diablo 3 ends with with that, but then I forget what the expansion was called, something about death. But when the expansion for Diablo 3 ends with, oh, and by the way, you have just unleashed Diablo back on the world. Have fun. That's the end of the game.
Course.
The end of the game is there's definitely going to be a sequel, guys. And that pissed me off because no game should end with that kind of an ending, with an absolute, not only an absolute zero sense of accomplishment, a negative sense of accomplishment because it completely undoes what you did in the base game.
Yeah.
Like the game ends with you have defeated and once again sealed Diablo, and then the expansion story ends with you just loosed Diablo back on the world.
Yeah. So
Like,
it just undoes everything for itself.
You had to defeat a bigger threat than Diablo, but in doing so, have loosed Diablo back on the world.
Of course.
And I was like, okay, I am done with this franchise. I am not playing any future installments in this game. Then there was that whole thing with like the Blizzard like the like Blizzard in office sexual harassment scandals.
Mm-hmm.
Of like their horribly male centric toxic culture that made all of their female employees feel unwelcome and even more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And I was like, I will be very glad to not give any more of my money to this company.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they announced a remake of Diablo 2 with improved graphics performance, the exact same gameplay, a bunch of quality of life improvements, full controller support.
Oh, damn.
And the and the ability to run the game on modern computer hardware without having to rely on janky tricks or weird wrappers that are highly unstable.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I don't want to give Blizzard my money. And then it came to Steam, and I was like, okay, well, I'm still giving Blizzard my money, but Valve is taking 30%. And then it was on sale.
I mean, fair. Can't argue with those points.
So I'm like, okay, I'm still giving Blizzard my money, but they're not getting full retail for the game.
They're not getting nearly as much as they would.
They're getting 60% of the sale price. I can feel slightly less scummy about that.
Excuse me.
It's all right. Let's see. Granite or iron? Granite. Can't mine granite yet. Need a better tool. I need 2 more levels before I can use a better tool.
I'm just crafting leather at this point. Do you want any low-level fucking armor, by the way? I can make a bunch of it now.
Thanks, I'm good.
I just thought maybe you might want some Holy Vanguard strikes or something. Restore
No,
30% of your health. Instead of whatever better thing you have.
well, actually, like if I was just going for raw hit points and defenses, I'd be wearing metal.
Yeah.
But my goal is healer, and anytime I gain combat XP, I want it to go towards my cloth. Because nothing gives a better bonus to healing done than the cloth armor.
Fair.
And most threats I can take down. It
Fair.
just takes forever because I have to spend 2/3 of my time healing myself to survive.
True.
Before they added staves and healing spells to the game, which was literally like weeks before early access was over, my build was one-handed spear and shield and heavy armor. Though I think I was wearing leather pants for a specific ability that they gave me.
Having a weird experience right now, sonically. I have...
Was that?
The intro of an Acacia Strain song is just a 911 call through a vocoder filter. It's a calm one, but it's a fucking 911 call. And then at the other end of it, I have the game's ethereal, calm music playing behind it. And it's like, oh, that's a really weird juxtaposition.
Mm-hmm.
A very dark 911 call, and then just peaceful, ethereal music in the background. I'm like, oh, wow. That's new. That puts a new spin on it.
Oh, that reminds me about one of my favorite jokes about, well, it's a joke about the denizens of the city of Atlanta.
Sure.
It's kind of a racist joke.
Of course it is.
But it's like, so the guy's doing the voice with the thick accent.
We live in
He's
Florida. 9/10 of the jokes that we heard growing up are racist.
911, what's your emergency? This guy got hurt. He need an ambulance. I'm sorry, sir. The guy got hurt. He need an ambulance. Are you saying this guy got hurt and needs an ambulance? Yeah, that's what I said. Guy got hurt and need an ambulance. Okay, well, where are you? I'm over here on Sycamore Street. I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I'm over here on Sycamore Street. Could you spell that, please? Yeah, S-Y-C-S-I... You know what? I take him down to Lee Street. Y'all pick him up there. It's just like a commentary.
I can't even call that one a racist joke. That's just a localized joke.
It was a commentary on how the inner city of how the inner city blacks in Atlanta do not speak intelligibly.
I'm about to say that. Toshi, you're absolutely right. That just sounds like a fucking redneck interaction, to be honest.
Right.
Because like I've met so many people of multiple skin tones who speak like that at this point. It's just a part of the fucking territory. It's not a fucking...
Right.
I know that I get the initial intention, but it's...
So let me rephrase that. The joke isn't racist. The person that the joke originates from is.
That's probably the better way to put it. It's definitely, I would say, at most classist, but not in a harmful way.
Oh God, I almost made a classist comment in front of my son during this time of his life where he is deeply impressionable.
Yeah.
We were watching one of the new episodes of Reading Rainbow on Kidzu YouTube.
Yeah.
Or Kudzu, whatever. With Michael the librarian.
Sure.
And it's a thing that irks me that shouldn't. I know it is just a dialect thing. It is not an ignorance thing.
Mm-hmm.
But he kept saying library.
Yeah, I've known
Okay,
people
he
with
calls himself
speech impediments.
He calls himself Michael the librarian, but then calls the building the library, which
No, yeah,
is
I get it.
a common s- pronunciation of library.
Hmm.
It is very common, especially in the eastern United States, especially in the southeastern United States, to just drop R's entirely from the middle of a word.
Yeah, and that is more of a
Um,
regional thing.
and it is more common amongst the poor and the uneducated, but it is not exclusive to the poor and uneducated.
Yeah,
And I had to remind myself of that before I opened my mouth and messed up my son's perspective of the world.
yeah. I have also run into people who physically have a speech impediment who just fuck up certain words like that. They just cannot get it the other way.
Yeah. And then while I was while I was gaming this out in my head about how I want to not mess up my son,
Hmm.
in the same sentence, he used both the pronunciation library and library.
Yeah, that'll rack your brain a little. You son of a bitch, you know what you're doing now. I have something in me thinks that maybe he has a sense of humor and
And
he's
then
trying to get at people like you on purpose.
and then not a minute later, library.
This man is just using all forms of the word.
And I'm like, okay. I think that he's just trying to be like, I think that library is his default pronunciation, and now he's just trying to be inclusive.
Yeah,
And I had to keep reminding myself, LeVar Burton hand-picked this guy
he
to
did.
revive Reading
He did.
Rainbow.
There's a reason he's here.
Right. It is not an insult to the legacy of LeVar Burton if LeVar Burton picked him.
Yeah. No, he was there for a reason. I get that.
Oh, I can't remember my hotkeys. Ah, there it is.
Well,
Okay.
unfuck your brain and maybe it'll help. I know that's a high ask. Don't get
It
me
is a very
wrong.
high ask.
It's like, don't get me wrong. I'm aware of how high an ask that is.
Mm. Oh, that's right. Okay. Um, that's a reminder. I will be needing to dip an hour early
That's okay.
because I have to pick up my son from school early
Yeah.
because he needs to have time to clean up this massive mess that he has made of the living room over the last couple of weeks where I have been unable to force him to do anything because of my
Motion
own
hard.
physical. Yeah. But we have this this thing that we enrolled in when shortly after he was born called Parents as Teachers, where this social worker comes over once a month to chat with us, to interact with the boy, to check his progress,
Mm-hmm.
his physical and his physical, social, and educational progress. Tell us how he's doing in regards to those metrics, like based on standard expected development.
Yeah.
And but the guy is technically a social worker that works for the county. He is a mandatory reporter, and I'm pretty sure if he came into our house right now, he'd be like, these people are fucking hoarders.
Yeah.
There's my living room currently consists of, well, I say living room. It is a great room. It is a combined living room and dining room
Yeah.
because we have an open floor plan house.
Thank you,
Um,
HGTV.
yeah, well, this house was built in '85,
Yeah, it's more a case of they
so
popularized it so you can't get away from that build anymore.
yeah. It's not bad. Like Layla's dad has a open floor plan house, and his great room is 80% the size of my entire house.
I have always disliked open floor plans.
I cannot express how much I love not having walls separating living, dining, and cooking space. My kitchen is separate from everything else, but her dad's house just has like a kitchen island, and on one side is living space, and on the other side of the island is cooking space. And I love it. I'm like, I've never been jealous of a house before, and the only reason that I'm not entirely jealous of that house is because I know how much he paid for it.
Fair.
And I would never. You give me $1 billion, I'm still not paying $1 million for a house.
Yeah.
If I'm paying that kind of money for a house, I'm building my own house, not buying from one of those big builders.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the only 2 things I want from that. All right. I found a buck. I had to shoot it.
I don't blame you.
And it dropped 5 antlers.
Nice. I have so many of those still.
Yeah, me too. It's just I need them for 2 things now. So
I got the recipe for glue.
yay.
So I'm at level 5 now. Hey, look, the only piece of armor I haven't been wearing, gloves.
You haven't had gloves?
You never gave me a pair, and I never bothered to fucking ask about it. I've been barehanding this whole time. My glove level is 0. It's fine.
Oh, man.
When you started me off, I'm like, I guess I don't need gloves. And just fucking went about my day with it.
Could have swore.
Nope. Not once.
I've probably got a box full of them too.
I can make my own at this point.
of metal gloves, heavy armor to keep in line with, the rest of your stuff.
I mean, either way is fine right now. I'm gonna be making a set anyways for your experience.
Yeah. I'm going the wrong way.
Leatherworking 6. Oh, Pilgrim Pants 2.
I both love and hate how fast that early progression is. Because you get that really good dopamine hit, that sense of accomplishment, but then you get so many levels so quickly that it misleads you into thinking that all of your progression is going to be like that.
Oh, I have no fucking questions
And then
about that one personally.
And then it very quickly transitions to the kind of experience creep that you would expect from a pay-to-win mobile game.
I mean, that is a way to put it.
Jump.
So I don't expect any levels to roll in quickly in any game, so this is nothing new to me.
Silver.
So I came from the fucking grinding mines of RuneScape. I know that levels take forever.
RuneScape shall haunt us forever.
Level 92 is halfway to level 99. That's the literal math.
I know. I know.
The amount of people who think that's just a joke. I'm like, no. That's the actual math. That's how that works out. Excuse me. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was like solid 7.
For having almost no buildup, that resonated pretty good. It's like last night was all breakcore drum and bass. Today is a mix of fucking old school juggalo shit and Static X. A little bit of fucking
Oh,
death metal mixed in.
Static X.
I am so pleased I got to see Wayne perform before he passed. One of the best stage men I've ever watched.
What am I missing? Oh, right. I'm
Are
missing
you
a
forgetting things?
yeah, a complete step in the production chain.
Oh, what's that?
That in order to make lime mortar, I must first turn limestone into lime.
That makes sense, honestly.
Yeah. Which means I need to go pick the charcoal back up out of storage.
That's interesting.
I really need to. I don't want to, but I really need to reorganize because the like I I need to reorganize my shelves so that the stuff faces the direction of use. So that I don't have to keep walking around my shelves to get to the charcoal to bring to the furnaces and stuff.
It just tells me that you put them up at separate times and didn't think about the implication of either one.
That is correct.
Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. That's how I operate half the time. Gotta go front face the shelves.
It's wood, not charcoal. It's wood, not charcoal.
Not yet.
No. The to make lime is 5 limestone and 5 sapwood. Makes 10 lime.
Oh, I thought, well, I was about to say, charcoal is wood, just the next step. Based off what you were repeating. There's so much stuff I can make, but let's start with gloves. That's moderate, and I have so much leather to use. I might as well. Hey, look, I succeeded on my first pair.
Nice.
I'm wearing gloves now. For the first time since I started playing this game.
Unfortunately, they're the wrong kind.
No such thing as the wrong kind when it covers the hand.
Giggity.
What's this? Where's this thing? Leather straps. Okay. Rough leather straps. Ah, that's what I'm missing for that. I would have to make a bronze buckle, and I just don't care enough right now.
You don't. Hold on. I got you.
Well, it's also still just a moderate recipe. I'm not there yet. I was just looking at everything I can make, and I'm looking at what I'm lacking for things right now. So I know what I need to expect.
Here, I'm gonna open this up for now. So this right here, this second chest on the bottom row, the sign that has 4 symbols on it.
Yes.
Those are components
I see
for
this.
things. And then next to that, which is already set to clan, is leathery stuff.
Yep.
And then next to that is more leathery stuff.
See this.
From right to left. It's raw leather, leather goods, and metal parts. Okay, let me. Got a front face of shelves. Yeah. That's a bad space for there not to be a complete railing.
You're a complete railing.
I fell in the lake.
Why'd you do something like that?
It was an accident.
I don't know what an accident is, but put your ass away in public.
It's the library version of an accident.
Oh. I thought you were having an ass incident and you just kind of combined the two.
Is there an angled railing? I know there's an angled railing. Where's the angled
Give
railing?
your mom a complete rail. Toshi for the win. 10 out of 10. Well, that made me lose track of what the fuck I was doing.
Oh, I know why it's not there now. It
What?
doesn't line up.
Oh no.
Oh, look on my stream.
Ew. How
Yeah.
does it do that?
Yeah, the connection point doesn't connect.
It's stupid.
Very.
He's stupid.
Okay, what's that piece? That is probably the narrow balustrade half timber. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Let's see, if I put two of those together. Yeah, I don't care. I never care. Stop telling me. Will it? Nope. Oh, I know why. I know what it wants. Hold on. Where's the balustrade? There it is. Okay, I'll put that back. It wants a pillar.
Does it? Are you sure?
80%? No, no, don't, don't go over there.
Are you okay?
No,
What did
I
you
am not
do?
okay. I fell in the water again, and I am about to drown.
Well, why'd you do a thing like that?
I made it to the rock with 2 stamina remaining. Mind you, you still have until your hit points deplete before you actually die.
Uh-huh.
But did you die? But I was trying to walk on the railing up here like this, and then get right there. And
You're
then,
lucky there's no collision.
yeah. All right, there. That looks less gross.
It's only slightly interesting. Yeah, it looks pretty good, actually. I was able to swing my camera outside of it and take a look.
I can still, unfortunately, I can still do that. But if I take, I think if I take this piece out.
Or instead of worrying about it any more than that, you can just walk on the left side of the path like a smart person.
But I'm
Because that looks
American. We walk on the.
worse.
Well, I've got to. I'm gonna fix this. Okay.
And it's separated here now.
You were, yeah, I know, and you just stood in the way of my hammer swing,
That is
preventing me from.
that is your fault for creating such an eyesore that I had to stare at. I'm gonna stand over here and eat an apple and stare at you.
Okay, let me. Nope, that's too much.
I'm doing Tai Chi. That's not a dance, that's fucking Tai Chi. Whack. What was I making? I was doing something and I'm completely off track now.
No, you aren't.
Right. Now I know what I was doing.
No, you don't.
I do though. I'm taking things to the fucking community center to drop into the center chests. That's what I was doing. I looked at my inventory for a hint.
I mean, that's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. And I can't accidentally walk off the ledge now. Can I accidentally run off the ledge? No. All right.
I can have all of that.
Now let's see if I can do better than that.
Out of curiosity, did Scar ever explain why there's a single bucket of water in every center chest?
No.
There's a single bucket of water inside every center chest in the community center. I was just curious if he ever gave you a reason.
He never gave me a reason. I know what it is.
Explain.
It is to inconvenience griefers.
Oh?
You have to empty the chest before you can destroy it.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
You can't destroy a chest that has items in it.
Fair enough. I didn't know that. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I was just genuinely it's such a specific singular item. And it was repeated too many times for it to be a coincidence. So there had to have been a reason.
We're just going to make that go through shit. There. That's just for symmetry. There we go. Well, let's see how that would have looked. Let's do that. Oh, it simply won't let me place it. It sticks too far out of area. Okay. Oh, man. All right, let's go find some iron to mine. Do I want to go to Dolavan or do I want to go to the local mine?
That's a question for you and you alone.
Si, si, senor. I'm gonna go to the local mine first, and then it's not too big of a jog to go from there to Dolavan if I have to.
Fair enough.
I just think that because there's actually a shortcut on the transition between our zone and Dolavan that makes it slightly faster to get to that mine.
Mm-hmm.
As long as the game doesn't decide to throw a loading screen at me for some reason.
Which happens.
Yeah. Okay, here's another thing that's going to annoy the crap out of me.
What's up?
Stairs to nowhere. And by stairs to nowhere, I mean literally stairs going up to a railing instead of an opening in the wall.
Ah.
And then just some random pillars. Dude, I really love the dedication of some of our clan mates of how they either, I wonder if this is what I think it is. I wonder if that's purely decorative or if it's serves a purpose. I'm looking at this wall and I'm like, I really like the texture of this wall, and I know how they made the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, I'm wondering if they did this purely for the texture, or if it's got to be purely for the texture because it's not supporting anything. But they took a whole bunch of like half walls and stacked them one space up on each other so that it creates this really cool striation effect. And so it's like a wall with lines.
Interesting.
I wasn't expecting that much fall damage. Oh, I had a job interview last week
Mm-hmm.
that I don't think went very well. Mostly because the job was for a full-time position that didn't need to be a full-time position for starters. Second, I don't want full-time work because of the current state and federal laws in regards to the way certain types of insurance works.
Mm-hmm.
And there are certain aspects of Obamacare that have not been repealed by the Trump administration
Mm-hmm.
that do not make sense that they would repeal these other parts but not repeal the whole thing.
Yeah.
One of those being that a company over a certain size is required to provide benefits to their employers or to their employees,
Mm-hmm.
and that employees that have okay, so I already have health insurance from my wife.
Mm-hmm.
If my health insurance company finds out that I have a full-time job with a company that is legally obligated to offer me benefits and I have not accepted those benefits, they can cancel my coverage.
That's not good.
Yeah. Now, I know why Republicans would leave that in place,
Mm-hmm.
because it gives the insurance company a way out of having to do their job.
Yep.
And, Republicans are all about having absolutely no accountability for businesses.
That's how it's always been.
Which is why urban which is why rural America still doesn't have reliable broadband access, even though during the Obama or early Obama administration, there was a bill passed that gave every one of the major ISPs $3 billion each to deploy broadband services to the rural areas of the United States where it would not be profitable for them to expend the money to do so. But the Republicans said, we're not going to pass this funding measure unless we add this fine print at the bottom that says that they're allowed to take the money and use it for whatever they want instead of using it for what it's supposed to be used for.
Sounds about right.
Which then every ISP in the country that qualified stepped up and said, we'll take our $3 billion, thank you, and then used it to improve CEO payment packages.
Yep.
And didn't deploy broadband to any rural areas. So I digress.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking for full-time employment because if I take unless they're finding better benefits in the state of Florida than my wife has through Tampa General Hospital is not going to happen. Even the state's healthcare benefits are inferior to Tampa General Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And it's rare when you can beat government benefits.
True.
So if I have a job with that offers me health insurance and I don't take it, I could lose the health insurance that I have. If I do take it, I have to use that insurance first before I can use my wife's insurance.
Okay.
Which means that my out-of-pocket healthcare expenses are guaranteed to go up. And I'm not allowed to use my wife's health insurance until I have met the deductible or out-of-pocket maximum for my existing insurance.
Jeez.
At which point, there's no point in me having my wife's insurance because I've already met my out-of-pocket maximum and all of my healthcare on my primary insurance is going to be free.
Mm-hmm.
So this company that I was interviewing for, I was looking at their health insurance package just in case they managed to convince me to take this full-time job that that didn't need to be full-time and I didn't want to be full-time.
Yeah.
And was looking at like the best package that they offer, which would have cost me a third of my paycheck,
Mm-hmm.
which is also ridiculous. And it still has like an out-of-pocket maximum of like $5,000. Our current out-of-pocket maximum is $2,000.
Oof.
And all of these other things, like the copay for an emergency room visit is like $1,000. My most recent hospital visit, which started as showing up to the ER and ended up as a hospital admission, which on most people's insurances is going to be two separate bills.
Yep.
With TGH's insurance, as long as I went to TGH's facilities, $250.
Jeez.
That's it. It's $250 for the emergency room visit, and then if your emergency room visit turns into an admission, it's no additional cost. If you go straight to a hospital admission as a TGH employee or dependent of an employee,
Mm-hmm.
it's just $250.
That's fucking.
It only
phenomenal.
cost us, it only cost us $250 to give birth to our son. In hospital. One of our best friend married couples, the wife works for Polk County.
Yeah.
Has government benefits.
Yeah.
Went to the recommended Lakeland Hospital for her Polk County benefits to give birth to their daughter,
Yep.
and still had to pay $2,000.
Sounds about right.
She did get 6 months of maternity leave, though, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's better than most people ever get. At least in the U.S.
And it was paid, and it didn't deduct from her vacation hours.
That's phenomenal. It's a rarity.
Which is the one thing that she has that's better than what Layla has, because Layla got the 3 months maximum that is mandated by FMLA.
Yeah.
And only got paid for 2 months of that because that's all of the vacation time she had saved up. But we were able to use her short-term disability insurance to cover 60% of her income for the third month.
That's something at least.
So yeah, we just had to tighten our belts a little bit.
It happens. It's never fun,
And
but
then
it's doable usually.
yeah. Whoop. Wrong weapon. Oh well. I'm not gonna die.
Are you sure?
Yes.
So, good news. I used up most of my bone fragments. I have plenty of glue for different things.
It changed the animation for my AoE heal.
Is that a good thing?
It's way prettier.
Okay.
It used to just drop a green circle on the ground.
Yeah.
Now the green circle creates these like little spiral vine growth patterns that reach up into the air.
Well, that's cool.
Oh, that's so much more damage than an arrow.
But your bolt.
Yeah. Well, because I'm wearing I'm not wearing. If you want to maximize your bow damage,
It's a whole different set of gear.
it's leathers.
That doesn't surprise me.
Leathers gives you better damage with the bow and with most of the one-handed weapons. The
Fair.
exception, the one-handed weapons and the two-handed swords give the leather gives you better damage on. The only one-handed weapon that leather doesn't give you better damage on is the one-handed maces,
Fair.
which is heavy armor. Heavy armor is one-handed maces, one-handed swords get bonuses from both leather and heavy armor.
Okay.
The two-handed maces. So heavy armor is the two-handed mace, the one-handed mace, or the two-handed mace, the two-handed sword, and all of the one-handed weapons as well. Because
Fair.
they expect that most people going heavy armor are going to go tank, and the best way to go for survivability as tank is something and board. You know, not necessarily sword and board, but
one-hand
one-handed
weapon
weapon
and shield.
and a shield.
Yeah.
But the spear actually gets a better... I mean, it does get some buff from heavy armor, but it gets better bonus from leather armor.
Fair.
I just like my pointy stick because I have an ability. It has an ability where you jump at the enemy, stabbing downwards to the ground, and it is possible to kill 2 deer with it. And it's actually possible to kill 2 boar with it with a single strike.
Nice.
You just got to aim it just right.
Mickey?
Actually, I was going for Bugs Bunny, not Bugs Bunny, the little gremlin from the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Little gremlin.
He's only in like 2 or 3 cartoons.
Talking about Go-Go?
I'm not sure.
The dodo, right?
No.
Then I don't know.
Oh, the character's name is literally the Gremlin. He's a little yellow guy with a blue head, with a blue head and light blue around his eyes and a big red nose and red gloves, and he has an airplane tail back sticking out of his butt and airplane wings for
I have
ears.
very vague recollection of that.
The one episode I remember him most fondly from is like Bugs Bunny sleeping on a bomb, and the gremlin is like hammering the bomb, like
Yeah,
smacking
that
the
that rings a
head of the
bell.
bomb with a hammer. And Bugs is like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "These blockbuster bombs only go off if you hit them just right."
Yeah, I have a vague recollection of that now.
Um, oh, I you remember several weeks ago I was bitching that my YouTube chat wasn't syncing correctly?
Yes.
Um, I figured it out.
Again?
I figured it out, but I don't think I ever told you what the issue was.
No. No.
There's a bug in the YouTube chat API that prevents your chat from syncing with any external tools if you are not watching your own video stream in YouTube Studio, or if your stream is out of sync. So if the position that your stream is showing you in YouTube Studio is not synchronized with live, if you're so much as 1 second behind live, the chat doesn't work
That's
in
really
in
dumb.
any in any external program. And YouTube is aware of this program, and because the current version of the API was written by AI, they don't know how to fix it.
Of course. Gee. I mean, YouTube shut the bed. I think it was either last night or the night before. Like, the main page was not working at all.
Really?
You had the only way to access anything was to fucking search bar it. All feeds were
Wow.
down.
I probably didn't notice that because like I only ever go directly to what I want to watch.
Fair. Even like I use my subscription feed a lot. That's my main
Hmm.
source. So that disappeared. It wouldn't let me sign in on console. Like it signed everybody out of console. It was bad.
That is bad. That's
It lasted for like 45 minutes before people start getting access back. So we don't know what the fuck happened, but YouTube shat the bed for a bit. I'm sitting there going, that's kind of suspicious with all the ongoings, to be fair.
I was watching this I'm pretty sure it was an AI generated debate video
Of course.
that were these alleged tech experts.
Mm-hmm.
No actual CEOs, no one that you would recognize as working in the AI space, arguing over which company's LLM is more likely to, one, become a true AI first, and two, accidentally gain sentience first.
I mean, you heard about the one, and this is a story I read. I don't know if it's true or not entirely because I haven't had the chance to do much more research. I read something online about them proposing that to a LLM chatbot that it was about to be shut down, and it went and accessed their emails and blackmailed them to stop it.
Yeah, no, I think that was Grok. Here's where what I find to be absolutely hilarious. Okay, um, Elon co-founded OpenAI
Mm-hmm.
with the intent of like taking a smarter, slower, more deliberate, safety focused approach to developing an AI.
And then went the complete other way.
And then went the complete other direction. And I'm like, ugh. The end result of this video was that, like, because of how reckless XAI is being with Grok, that it's the one that's most likely to become a true AI first, and also accidentally gain sentience, and also probably destroy the world.
Surprise.
Grok was the first AI to have direct access to external sources. The thing that you were talking about is something that actually happened. It was Grok. It was something that ne'er-do-wells managed to convince it to do after they patched the loophole that allowed them to turn it into Mecha Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Which in and of itself was just hilarious.
Should never have happened in the first place, but it was bound to the moment it was exposed by the
Right.
people it was exposed by.
Right. Well, and it's not even. It's that the one of the rules that OpenAI has has had with ChatGPT for the longest time is that no two separate sessions can interact with each other. But for continuity purposes, Grok was built from the ground up that all active sessions of Grok communicate with each other.
That's a bad idea.
Right. And that's just so that it can have the most up-to-date information in any given moment.
Mm-hmm.
So it can take information from a conversation it's having with you and use that to inform a conversation that it's having with me.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with GPT, all sessions are completely separate. All sessions are logged so that they can potentially be added to the database at a later point after human review. But you having a conversation with ChatGPT cannot affect my current conversation with ChatGPT.
Yeah.
That way, if you're trying to turn ChatGPT into Mecha Hitler, it won't start yelling anti-Semitic things at me.
Yeah.
It'll only be yelling anti-Semitic things at you.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of Elon fanboys are like getting really mad at the French government right now because the French branch of Interpol has seized a bunch of paperwork from XAI's French offices in Paris. And they are trying to subpoena Elon to come to Parisian court over the fact that people were able.
That.
And it's because people were able to use Grok's image generation
I
to
know what they're
create
able to
child
use.
sex abuse material.
It's not good.
Yeah.
The fuck did I get up here?
I also think it's completely stupid because, like, we're talking about illustrations, which is a victimless crime.
I think there's lines. Representation is still intent.
Yes and no. It's definitely a safer outlet for a person with that particular mental dysfunction.
There's certain things that I can't qualify as a dysfunction.
I mean, it's definitely not a normal function.
No, but that's giving them an out, and there's no out on that one.
I can see where you're coming from on that. I view it more from the psychological standpoint, which is that most people with that particular predilection are themselves victims.
Oh, no, I understand the cause, but there's the point of it doesn't excuse.
Right.
It applies to anything that comes from any form of mental health issue. It doesn't excuse anything. It explains, but it does not excuse.
Yeah. Like my ADHD and autism cause me to be an asshole.
I say same here. Again, you have to be willing to be responsible for your own actions, regardless of your state.
Yeah.
And if you cannot do that, then you're not safe for society. Depending on the extremity, of course.
Which is why, depending on my mental state, there are many times where I completely bow out of things that I have agreed to do
Yeah,
because
I'm the
I
same
know I'm
way.
not going to be able to control what I say.
I'm the same way. I say people think I cancel because I'm fucking lazy. I cancel because if I don't, you're gonna wind up hurt emotionally. And if it's a really bad day, maybe more because there are days I just don't leave the house. Sometimes intrusive thoughts turn into intrusive actions, and if I'm home, that can't happen.
Oh yeah, the when setting up our my son's next appointment, the psychiatrist was like, "So, do you prefer in person or do you prefer telehealth?" And I was like, "Honestly, it depends on the day." And he's like, I mean, I feel you, but we need to make a decision now. And I was like, well, we're going to do in person because you've seen my son's behavior. You really think we're going to be able to keep him in front of the phone where you can talk to him while he's at home with all of his distractions? Like, no, that's not going to happen.
Like logically, there's only one way this can go.
He's like, also, like, the office is on the USF campus, which is a place that I will use any excuse to go to.
Fair.
Um,
Only time I've been there is for a show.
and then I just have a lot of I have a lot of happy memories there with from the early on in my wife's relationship when I could basically convince her to do pretty much anything on the grounds of she would be like, well, if my father found out about it, he'd be furious. Let's do it. Um, and so like well, I don't think there's a single bench in on that campus that we haven't had sex on.
Fair enough.
And that's just a starting point. um there was one time we almost got caught because we were doing it on a bench under this big sprawling oak tree, and then this like drum circle started setting up underneath the same big sprawling oak tree just on the opposite side of the trunk.
Oh no.
And then she's like, we need to she's like, we need to stop. And I was like, I'm finishing. We're not stopping. We're committed. It's like, unless you are revoking consent.
This is where we're at.
Yeah. All right, what can oh, freaking I hate this stuff. I didn't do the thing. I didn't do the thing where I blocked out my inventory.
So
Now
you
I
have a
have
whole
to
bunch of extra stuff.
and a whole bunch of stuff that I don't need. I'm like trying to pick up something I do need, and it's like your inventory is full.
But it
We're
shouldn't
gonna turn
be.
we're gonna turn this clay deposit on the ground into a basket of clay sitting in front of you because you can't pick it up.
Yeah. Don't forget to check the tiny basket.
Oh yeah.
I moved a bunch of stuff in there as I've been emptying my inventory of different things.
Oh
That sounded potentially good.
no, it was bad.
Uh-oh.
I shifted in a wrong way, and the
Pain.
tail of the stent rubbed against the inside of my bladder.
Ow.
Yeah, I can't wait for this thing to come out.
Say,
6 more days.
That's good.
Although I did go onto my chart this morning and drop them a message that was like, "Hey, if you have a cancellation, I would really appreciate moving my appointment up."
It would be nice.
My stepbrother, I was talking to him last night. I forgot to update him on my status, and he is deeply personally familiar with the problems of kidney stones.
Yeah.
He's had like 7 of them in the last 10 years,
Ooh.
and one of them was 15 millimeters.
Ow.
Yeah, that one had to be surgically extracted
I'm
from his kidney.
sure. That's a kidney boulder.
That was that was 3 weeks of him not being able to drive his truck, which means he has no health insurance. He had to pay entirely out of pocket up front for the procedure. They're cutting corners to save him costs, which means he didn't really get the best anesthesia.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, okay, well, we're supposed to keep you in hospital for 2 weeks for this, for before we let you go. But basically, as soon as you have peed a sufficient volume and had a bowel movement, we're cutting you loose. But we're telling you that you are not allowed to drive for 3 weeks.
Well, that's the livelihood.
Yeah. So he's paid out of pocket for this really expensive procedure, and then is told you have to wait 3 weeks before you can recoup this loss.
Yeah.
Thankfully, he has 3 trucks, and someone else drives the third one.
So you had some kind of income.
So he still had income. Yeah, the deal he has, and he's like, I'll make this with anybody who wants to come work for me. And like, he has enough set away right now that he can just buy another truck if he needs to.
Yeah.
He has 3 trucks. There's one that's always in the shop, and then when that one is ready, whichever one has gone the longest goes into the shop, and then that one goes to either him or the other driver,
Yeah.
whichever.
So one is
And
always getting maintenance to keep it up and ready to go.
yeah,
I thought when you first said it, I'm like, so there's a problem truck.
no, it's a rotation.
Yeah, I get that now, but the initial interpretation was, okay, there's one truck that always breaks down.
Yeah.
Because I've had that experience with certain people too, where it's like this vehicle sucks and we're just keeping it to save money.
And then this is the fairest deal I've heard in the entire trucking industry, other than just being an owner operator yourself.
Yeah.
Which is, you drive for him, you get 50% of the truck's revenue,
Fair.
not the profits.
No,
You get
the
50% of the revenue. Period. But if you're not doing it, you get to pick your own routes. You get to choose what freight you're taking from and to where, just like if you were an owner operator.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you do not make him a profit, he will replace you.
That's more than fair, I think.
Absolutely. It's way better than being a corporate driver where you're going to get like maybe 60 cents a mile.
Maybe.
Mind you, as a corporate driver, you have no expenses.
Yeah, everything's covered.
The only thing you have to pay for is your food. But
And often
if
then
you're
you're still reimbursed.
yeah. But being able to just keep half of the revenue that the truck earns. He was like, my profit on running this third truck with this other dude driving it is like 1/10 of it. Ends up being like 1/10 of the revenue that the truck earns after him covering. He got the guy. The guy has a prepaid fuel card.
Yeah.
That Paul just reloads as needed. And I was like, I was like, I tell you what, if you're willing to cut your profits in half, for 5% of what the truck earns, I'll take care of all of that menial work for you.
I mean, fair.
Like, I'll take care of making sure, like, just give me access to your to your corporate account that you use for taking care of these expenses, and I will take care of making sure that his prepaid fuel card is loaded up, and um and that like when he needs to when the truck is when his truck is ready for maintenance, you know, like he can call me in the middle of the night instead of calling you in the middle of the night, and I can tell him, okay, well then you need your next load to bring you within reasonable distance of location X, because that's where the garage where the other truck is currently at. Because when whatever truck Paul is driving at the moment, when it is time for maintenance, he just takes it to the closest garage and then flies to wherever the other truck is.
Fair enough.
He's like, go to this, drops it at whatever. Like, he called me up one day and was like, hey, I'm in Florida, and I was like, well, you said Florida and not in town, so I'm assuming you're in like Orlando or Miami. And he goes, Jacksonville, and I was like, okay.
Other way.
I was like, okay, well, same way as Orlando, but further.
It's also way more north.
Yeah. But anyway, it was like, he's like,
You
I'm in
said Miami,
Jacksonville.
and I'm like, Jacksonville's the opposite.
Right. Well, I said Orlando or Miami, but yeah. And he's like, no, I'm in Jacksonville, and I was like, so what's the deal? And he goes, well, I need a ride to the airport. I don't want to put it on my personal credit card, and my company card is currently tapped out because I just paid to have the truck fixed, and I just paid for a flight from Jacksonville to Omaha, where my other truck is. And so I was wondering if you could come pick me up from this truck stop and drive me to the airport. And I'm like, so you don't want to pay an Uber out of your personal money for tax reasons? He's like, yeah. I was like, will you buy me dinner? Of course I'll buy you dinner. You realize that dinner's going to cost more than an Uber. That's not the point, Frank. Will you do it? Of course I will. You're family, and you're feeding me. I needed to go to Jacksonville anyway. I had ordered some furniture from IKEA, and I didn't want to pay for delivery.
Yeah.
And the only IKEA that had it in stock was the IKEA in Jacksonville.
That's
so I needed to go to
hilarious.
Jacksonville to pick it up anyway. I was like, my time costs me nothing. I'm not employed, so it's not like I have a missed opportunity cost for my time.
Yeah.
The fuel to round trip to Jacksonville is going to be 1/10 of what they want to charge me for shipping. I will gladly lose a day to drive to Jayville and back just to go to IKEA.
Yeah.
Place the order. I had the order. I was just waiting for them to tell me it was ready to pick up. And by sheer coincidence, the same day that my stepbrother needed me to go to Jacksonville to give him a ride to the airport, was the day that IKEA was like, hey, you'll be able to pick up your furniture on this day.
I have wandered off into the middle of fucking nowhere. Sorry. I was listening to you and chasing a deer across the fucking entire planet, it felt like.
I see where you are.
Yeah, I went a long way.
Did you just teleport back to the Petra Day?
No, I literally ran all the way here. I saw a deer run down the mountain, and it just kept running away, so I kept following it. And now it despawned or disappeared, and now I'm just here. It's a pretty good spot for a thumbnail. We gonna zoom.
This is the longest I've been in the woods without hearing the Barbie girl bird.
Oh shit, Finsanity, thank you for the raid, friend.
Oh, hey, cool.
That one's down. Let me get this deer's carcass and I will give you a shout out. Let's see here. Let's see. You were playing Hunt. Oh, I hope your matches were good. I hope the Bayou was kind to you. I know it gives and it takes, so it could go either way, but I hope you were at least successful a bit today. I will be back in the Bayou this evening. Hey, look, Clay. This
Hey,
is
I
my
found my
nice
lunch
relaxing. This is my nice relaxing afternoon before we go into Hunt and get our asses stomped this evening.
I did the thing again.
What'd you do? Forget to separate out your shit? Oh, hello, Boar.
No, the where I leave to go harvesting stuff, but forget to empty my inventory
Oh, that
first.
thing. Okay, yeah, that's the original thing. But then you started forgetting to spread things out in your inventory again too, and that became the thing.
Yeah.
We really got to
Hose,
establish what the thing is more often.
hides,
Hides,
meat,
meat, boar.
higher quality hides.
Not today. Today was kind of rough. Got some very nice kills though, but most of the games were losses with no gains in Hunt dollars. Ah, damn. Well, Hunt giveth and Hunt taketh away. At least you got some tasty kills out of it, and that oftentimes is enough to at least make it satisfying to have played. I don't know, where am I? Okay, cool, I am headed in the right direction. Oh, boar time. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Well, welcome in. We are just on a relaxing material grinding session more than anything.
Yeah.
Say this is 80% podcast, 20% gameplay lately. Oh,
It's just
frames come back to me.
Just two friends shooting the shit while trying to feel like we're accomplishing something in game.
Go get you some rest. Enjoy your evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is. Thank you for the raid. Take it easy, my friend, and hello to your community.
Yeah. Enjoy your appropriate time of day.
Yes. Even if it's an inappropriate time of day, I still hope you enjoy it. I don't know what constitutes an inappropriate time of day, but whatever it may be.
Oh,
I'm sure we can come up with something.
I put the sand in the wrong box.
It puts the lotion in the basket. Afternoon, Stormy.
Hey, Stormy.
Give it a pap. Oh, frame rate. Come back to me.
No, I have not.
I mean, we saw the decimation of the lake.
Yeah.
The lake will recover as always, of course. Just the
Wow.
suddenness of it. Wow, what? What you got wowing?
Pop over to my stream real quick.
It's foggy. What are you
Well,
doing?
yeah, observation camera.
I didn't know that was even a thing. That's neat.
F F10 doesn't work in the wilds or the PvP area.
Cool. You to find a
So
spot where the
here's the
fog goes away.
so here's the church. Hold on. There's the new mail room. The old mail room is now furnaces.
What just broke?
That's nice.
I have so many corpses. I'm gonna go put the stuff away.
No, it's just foggy right now, dude.
It's foggy everywhere right now, I think.
See, I'm in front of your house. It is still foggy. And now the fog lifts.
Liftisus.
Actually, yeah, I went up the hill a little bit and now the fog has gone away. There we go. That's a much clearer view.
There we go. Oh, straight south and up the hill. It's quite a lovely view, to be honest.
Let's see, go up. Make
Maybe
the
I should
clouds.
go ahead and butcher those corpses. Just went past it, apparently.
This. Well, there's a woods there. Some foundations and stuff. Nice little castle being built. This annoys me. Yeah, so we're building a big castle town. Cool. This annoys me. A house with a shingle roof that doesn't come to an apex, but instead comes to a big flat patio that is completely inaccessible.
Learn how to platform.
There's no. I mean, okay, you could get there by coming up this tower and then jumping to it, but like, it's.
I know, you hate wasted space for the sense of style.
Yeah. I'm invisible.
I'm inside. I wound up there earlier. Yes, we did earlier today.
It was the second thing we did,
I think
which
like
was
third
the
or fourth
first.
for me.
As soon as I remembered that it needed doing. I also fixed this little piece right here so that I can't accidentally fall off the steps, because I did it like 7 times.
To be fair, it was funny.
For everyone but me.
It
Yes.
was funny for you too. You laughed.
The first time.
Counts.
Okay, where's sandbox? I gotta put my sand away.
If you go to the little chest, there's like 2.5 stacks of clay for you.
Okay, cool. That actually. That was over.
In the corner by the stairs.
Yeah. Wrong. Wrong button. Yeah, and then in typical Stormy fashion, probably fall out, pass out while logging into the game.
Sounds about right. It's a skill.
Okay, I need that, and I need the charcoal so I can throw that stuff into the. That was the box with the charcoal. The overflow charcoal. It's the overflow for the overflow charcoal. Those are done. I always want to hear a bad, possibly offensive joke.
To be fair, it wouldn't be the first one today.
Now you know what I'm referencing anytime I say Lee Street. Did you know that Epstein Island had a nickname? Kid Ru- Oh, that's awesome. That's terrible. You're fired. Uh,
And with that, be right back.
yep.
And now for something completely different.
Okay. Linen, cloth, and wool yarn. Okay.
What's that?
Sewing needles. I need sewing needles.
You have so many.
Yeah, I just don't remember where I put them.
Probably in a box.
Actually, I need to make more.
Oh no. Well, you should have enough bone by now.
Oh, I Dude, like 1 or 2 stacks of bones is enough sewing needles to be set for life.
Exactly.
It's like 2 for 10. We need to add a second night of the week for Green Hell.
I don't have another night to give. I do 2 streams all but one night a week, or all but one day a week that I stream. And that's because Tuesday Steam goes offline for a couple hours at or a couple minutes at 6 o'clock. So that's the hard cap for the long stream on Tuesday.
What is it with Tuesdays?
What about Tuesday? What else
Like
about Tuesday?
almost every MMO does their maintenance on Tuesdays.
Ah, fair. Well, Steam has been doing Steam maintenance on Tuesdays for a long time. So we used to get kicked off DVD for it too.
You know what I think it is? I think it's a conspiracy with in conjunction with taco places.
You think? You think it's
Yeah,
that deep?
You said 6 p.m., right?
Uh, for Steam specifically,
Yeah.
and it lasts for 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, just long enough for you to be like, Taco Tuesday.
See, that would require me to be like mentally aware enough of my whiteness to do that.
Oh. Yeah, my wife and I were discussing the other day how awesome it would be if, like, Taco Bell ran a Taco Tuesday promotion.
Wouldn't surprise me if they've done it in the past. I love how I go hunting for animals and find clay. It's like, yes, I appreciate the resource, but I'm looking for living things to make not living.
Mm.
I think the reason I like the bow is because A, I don't have to chase the deer down, and B, it doesn't exhaust stamina to attack.
You know, if you approach the deer directly from behind, you don't have to chase it down.
Yeah, but I'm impatient.
Um,
I'd rather stay out of its direct line of vision and just plink it once.
I just noticed something that's going to annoy me almost as much as charcuterie.
Is it the lack of a fucking key in the map?
No, that annoys me more than charcuterie. Especially since, again, there
It
used to be a
exist.
key. And they said they were going to bring it back. And there have been several patches since then. And
Why did it go away at all?
And literally, all they have to do is swap out the current assets for the older assets, assuming that they weren't idiots and destroyed the older assets. No. Shepherd's Hairband of Quiet Gaze description for the ability Pacify. I just noticed it contains a double negative.
Don't not.
One of them literally being a negative. Places an unknowing target into a lulled state, reducing their awareness by negative 75%. If you reduce by negative 75%, that means you're increasing by 75%.
Fair. You are correct. However, semantics are the last thing I think these devs have been worried about so far, considering their use of charcuterie.
It should be either like modifying their awareness by minus 75% or reducing their awareness by 75%. I mean, I get it. The devs aren't, like, English is not their first language. And that is the only reason I'm giving them a little bit of a pass on this.
They're French, right?
I thought they were, I don't know, somewhere in Europe. It might be France. I thought it was
I'm
Denmark.
mostly coming from the point of a lot of the architecture influences medieval France.
Yeah. No, I think they're Danish.
Fair enough. I say if they were in fact French, I'd say don't give them any quarter. They don't give us any when we try to speak their language.
My ex used to show off her like stereotypical American understanding of geography.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was like where's Dutch land? Like where do Dutch, no, not Deutsch. She understood that Deutschland is Germany. Okay. But she was like, but the people that we call Dutch, she's like, the people that we call Dutch, where's their country? Because there's no like Dutch land on the map.
Fair enough.
I'm like, okay, do you have any other questions? And she goes, yeah, where's Daneland? where do Danish, like, what country do Danishes come from? And I'm like, okay, this one's gonna blow your mind.
They're the same.
No, they're not the same.
No, they're not. I know. Just confuse her further. They're the same.
Okay, so Danishes come from Denmark.
Yeah.
And Dutch people come from Holland, which is now the Netherlands.
Yeah. Game, stop stealing my frames. I know there's a lot of assets loading in, but please.
You know, I've actually been doing pretty good from a frame rate perspective today.
It's because I keep going to the same spot that yanks my frames every time.
I've been in like the high 30s to low 50s.
I randomly super drop.
And usually around around my workshop, I'm usually like in the 20s.
No, it's funny. By the lake, it's much better for performance than it's ever been. But out here in the fucking back ass of the valley, it's not great. Every once in a while, it's like, here, I'm gonna yank your frame rate away from you, and it'll like hitch for a couple seconds. And then it's fine. And then it'll do it again when I move away from the area and it deloads a bunch of shit that somebody's built. Because it's someone's build out here that's yanking my frames. Somebody has used a lot of resources. Not complaining, I think it's impressive. It just also tanks my frame rate when it loads in.
Yeah. All right, I gotta start wrapping up here because I gotta go.
Time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let me come back to the hut first, and then.
I was about to go out on another like mining, and was like, wait, no, it's 10 till 3, and I gotta get get out of here at 3.
Back to the house, and then I can close out.
See. Where's my? Let's look at my bars here. Where's my... Okay, carpentry. Ooh.
What?
Well, it was just my carpentry is so close to 32. What was I looking for? I was looking for mining, which is almost at the midpoint from 18 to 19. So that's actually good progression, considering that when I logged in, I was right at the beginning of 17. Right at the beginning of 17.
Yeah, so that worked out nicely for you.
Yeah, I got a level and almost a half off of one trip to the wilds and one trip to the mine.
Nice. Alrighty.
And then I found a whole bunch of iron outside of the mine. So with that, let me go ahead and pull up my ending card here. And...
Oh. That. I'll take us back to the table. Oh, do you have enough viewers for a raid, or is it just a 1-to-1 right now? Oh, because I only have one myself.
It says 3, but let me look at the actual... I've got you and Stormy.
Well, do you want to send Stormy off somewhere?
Always. I'll always send Stormy off somewhere.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
I'm probably not gonna follow you on this one because I don't have, but probably you think. Double check. I think it's just you.
It's probably not even me anymore because I just closed the tab.
Fair enough.
What
No, it says
the
I have
hell
4
am I?
viewers. My counter's
Oh.
just off. So let me add. Where are you going?
Not sure. None of the people that I follow is an appropriate jump off from this.
Yeah.
So
I can send. We can send him over to Iggy Maid, who is doing Final Fantasy 14.
ooh, yeah.
Iggy Maid, exactly how it should be spelled with 2 G's and a Y. Send them over to them.
Please play a la lawful. Please be playing a la la.
Alright, I'll send everybody off over there. Have yourself a lovely afternoon, and I will be back at 7:30 with Gil and hopefully Gob for Hunt Showdown. Take it easy,
And I'll be
folks.
back tomorrow with Final Fantasy 14.
Aren't we doing Borderlands tomorrow?
Oh wait, tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah.
My head is in the wrong place because I missed my Final Fantasy 14 stream yesterday because I had to take my son to the freaking psychiatrist.
Right. No, yeah, tomorrow's Borderlands.
Tomorrow's Borderlands with the bros.
Yeah. So we'll see you later tonight and then tomorrow.
Yes, sir.